Hello, guys. Welcome to the Friday return of Fatting Around with Matthew Krecklau, now officially only on Mondays and Fridays as a further notice, not every other day. And on today's episode, we're going to deal with Creeping Around, I believe, 4. It could be 4 or 5. I think this is Creeping Around 4. I do enjoy doing this show, but this one's almost pure business because these are my most popular videos of my creeping around. I don't know if it's the subject matter, how I talk about the paranormal creepy stuff, how much I believe in it, or what it is that just gets so much reaction and response in the algorithm without any paid or free promotion. So it's just kind of interesting. On today's episode of Not Black Void, not Krecklau Investigates, it's Creeping Around. We're dealing with Charlie Was Imaginary, the creepypasta. I always give credit to the channel, and it is fair use. We're going to stop it and talk during it. So, if anytime I get copyright strike, it's always turned down because it's always malicious. So, Charlie Was Imaginary. It's by Creepypasta Jr. No spaces, capital C, lowercase REEPY, capital P, lowercase ASTA, capital J, lowercase R. So 68,000. Give us some more love. I would like the video, but I'm logged out of my account. So you guys can like it. But yeah, just gonna play the video. If there's an ad, I'll move the phone. That's pretty much it, guys. Definitely ready to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, so a lot of times I don't do these scripted. I've probably only ever scripted the first ever episode. So let's get into it.
I had a deal for it a few years back after the nuclear fallout that was my marriage. Throughout the carnage and
fair use. Stopping in and talking over and starting not the whole thing, and I watch the whole thing makes it fair use.
I had full custody of my son. Soon after, I found a new job out of state with better pay and major benefits. My son and I had packed up everything and moved to our new house, our new life. But it wasn't until his 10th birthday that strange things began to happen. Ever since his birthday, my son always told me about his friend named Charlie. Charlie is imaginary.
Charlie in the chocolate factory.
Along with my son.
Charlie!
Some adults like to bash reality into children. I decided to let him figure things out on his own. Now, Charlie was my son.
First reactions, I don't know if it's going to be creepy or just silly.
And scapegoat for almost everything. Colored on the walls with crayons. Charlie. Broke a glass cup. Charlie. Dropped the milk
Nuclear holocaust. Charlie.
everywhere. Charlie. All of these things were harmless for the most part, and while I did get annoyed some of the time, I would always let my son and Charlie know that they needed to be more careful when they were playing. It wasn't until the noises began that I started to grow concerned. It started off as little, almost unnoticeable sounds, like soft taps on the walls.
Farts. Loud, rusty farts out of his bloody asshole.
Hushed giggles in the dark hallway. Even the crash of something falling over, but those happened very rarely. The sounds that really bothered me were the sounds of footsteps running down the hallway and the slam of my son's bedroom door. I tried to shrug off the noises and let my son tire himself out. Until one night, I had to be up early for work. And then that sound resonated. With the slamming of his...
Gosh, man, this creepypasta is so creepy, not. Man, it's really, it's just like a story of a freaking kid that doesn't really, listen, I guess. Like, wait, so, gosh, man. This kid listens less than the American people do about the plight of the Uyghurs dying every day.
Door. I shot up out of bed and stormed angrily down the hall, tearing open his bedroom door. But what I found gave me pause. My son was sleeping. Not pretending either. Full-blown drooling snores. My hand began to shake lightly as it gripped the doorknob. Everyone.
And guess what? This one's going to make you shit your pants. My son sleeps.
Something otherworldly or dangerous. So I carefully made my way to my son, picked him up, and carried him to my room so I could watch over him as we slept. The next morning, before I left for work, I asked my son what kind of boy Charlie was. He told me that he was super nice,
A slappy boy?
but wore some pretty weird clothes.
What?
I don't know why I brought up this question, but I asked him what Charlie thought of me. My son stared off down the hallway for a bit before answering me. He said Charlie really likes me.
Charlie's the imaginary friend? Oh, did you just find that out now? Okay, so far, I like how it's about halfway through you find out Charlie's not the kid but the imaginary friend. Good reveal, yo.
Said Charlie wishes he could have had a dad like me. It was at that very moment that I realized Charlie was in fact real.
Oh, I see. Realize literally the president not giving a shit that millions of Chinese are getting killed a day for being gay.
Sweat began to form on my brow, and I nervously smiled to my son and told him to get on the bus for school.
Biden, crash a train with Biden. We're gonna ruin the country.
Would I need holy water? These really questions that I have to find the answers to. After having a bunch of weird conversations about the supernatural.
In Minecraft, of course, but I'm just saying, Joe Biden loves to crash them trains. Without him in it, of course, we love Biden. We just love how much he's ruined the country. I think it's fucking kind of cute.
And try to find a new house on the market tomorrow.
Might as well tear it down to build it back up. Not.
After dinner and heading to bed, a new sound arose. This time it was knocking.
Trump.
The knocking was coming from my closet. I laid awake for a couple hours listening to the knocking, too scared to move. I'm not sure if it was just primal rage or fatigue-drenched annoyance that drove me up from my bed. But I decided to go get my son so he could tell Charlie.
Go tell Charlie the truth, you see. We weren't going to be able to afford Casa Bonita tonight.
To knock it off. But as soon as I opened my door, I stopped. My son was standing in the middle of the hallway with a look of absolute dread on his
had a banana peel in one hand and a severed head in the other.
I asked him what was wrong, and I apologized to him if I had scared him. He said Charlie had woken him up.
Why the banana peel? Too many questions.
I replied with a me too. I then asked,
whoa! That's pretty young to get me too.
Tell Charlie to please stop making all that racket so he could just get some sleep. What he said next turned my blood into ice. He said Charlie was standing right next to us. Just then, I heard the sound of my closet door creak open. At that very moment,
well, at least the demon's out of the closet.
My son looked at me with a fear in his eyes that I had never seen before, and said, Charlie says run. I snapped like an Olympic sprinter.
And then Olympic sprinter, he went into the swampy. Swamped his wanty.
Grabbed my son and ran outside to the neighbor's house so I could call my sister to come pick us up.
Move.
I don't know why Charlie was hanging around my house.
No house is worth this.
Or why he showed up after my son's birthday. Maybe he was waiting for someone his age to play with.
Move!
I have no idea what was inside of
you got a one to go in your fucking closet, baby.
I am absolutely convinced that ghosts are real now. After all.
Honestly, I thought it was lame, but it actually was okay. Because I like how it wasn't overly scary on purpose. I think we're going to give it like 10 more seconds. We want to keep it fair use.
Son and I owe our very lives to one.
That's it, guys. The rest is probably just an ad. So that was a great... I just literally searched, I guess, Carrie Creepypasta on accident. I just went to search Scary Creepypasta. But the Charlie was imaginary I really like. We kept it fair use, so let's play ourselves out with some Gothic, instrumental, alternative, free rock.
Sure, here are some videos.
Sorry, I switched that wrong. I like to try to really fair use it and still like to use copyrighted music. Because half the time it works out. So I'm going to play us out with one of my newest favorite songs right now. All Things End by Hosier Matthew Krecklau. Wait a minute.
All right, here are some videos.
Because if that's me singing it, Eat Your Young Matthew Krecklau, then it has to somewhat be fake fair use.
Here are some videos.
Oh my gosh, this is getting crazy. Eat Your Young Matthew Krecklau.
Creepy story about the red crayon. There was a married couple who just bought a
Here's some
new
videos.
About the red crayon. So to keep it unbelievable fair use, guys, I'm promoting 2 EPs right now that I just released. They're called Digital Delirium EP Part 2 Towel Boys, a collection of Hosier covers, and original songs. Then I also came out with today the deluxe version called Digital Delirium EP Part 2 Towel Boys, a collection of Hosier covers, and original songs, deluxe, with 4 bonus never before heard songs. They're actually the same length. Actually, no. The other one is 2 more songs, but they have slightly different songs actually on the deluxe. So it's a little bit of a different experience, a little bit in a different order a little bit. So I kind of like the deluxe a little better, but just to see how they both go. And also, of course, Gothic Asylum as well was released. The reception has been almost cry-worthy, guys. Thank you. Thousands of views on the whole album, hundreds of plays on both. Even Towel Boys has hundreds of plays for the whole thing. In the TikTok generation, to get someone to listen to 2 hours or an hour of music, the entire thing is crazy. So thank you guys. It's basically, if you subscribe to me, you listen to the whole album, is what I've kind of found out. So I gotta get the subscriber count up a little bit. We gotta get to 1,000, guys, so I can actually get paid. Not just, sometimes they run ads and we barely make any money. So that's it. And plus, I haven't seen an ad on my channel in a long time. I think only some of my older stuff's getting monetized, but that stuff's not getting as many views. So hopefully this gets monetized. I'm actually not going to I don't want them to copyright strike my own video, which has actually happened before. So I'm actually not even going to play my own whole video because I don't know. So, which is hilarious. I'm pretty sure it's happened to some channels. They played their own shit and it got copyright struck. Because it's not monetized. So Hosier might still own the copyright to this. It's like 50-50. When you do a karaoke cover, some people have such good licenses, they always get the money. But it's only like half of songs. So like literally, I might still be like, I still have to say this is definitely owned by Hosier probably. Even though it's me singing, which is silly. But Sony, who the fuck you think? The company, baby. Well, Scientology, bye guys.